Alright, what's up guys? Wyatt Derp the Not So Work, and today we're going to be doing another spray paint tutorial. This one is going to be on the red leg razor grass stencil. So I do have two of these, two of the exact same things. And if you go on the red leg page and you look at it, they have a picture of the stencil, and I'm going to show you all how to do that one. So we're just going to be doing another ammo can today because running out of guns and stuff to spray paint, but I have a lot of these laying around and I don't really use them anymore, so I can spray paint those and it's not no real big loss. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go through the colors that I'll be using today. I'll be using Rust-Oleum camouflage black. I'm gonna be using the iron lac. This one is Melbourne. You get this one at Hobby Lobby. Looking in it, it's kind of a dark gray. It's a black background. The first set of razor grass stencils is going to be the darker gray. I do have a lighter gray, but I don't think that's going to look all that great. Then for the second set of stencils that you lay on there, that's going to be your grass. I'm going to try to use a camouflage khaki, or if I can find another can of tan somewhere. Pretty sure I have another can, I just don't know where because that one is running pretty low. We're gonna throw in some iron lac guacamole and some iron lac earth. So that's the colors we're gonna use. We're gonna go ahead and get started. We're gonna start with the base color. The base color is gonna be black. I'll go ahead and show you all that, even though it's not really necessary. But so what we're gonna do is start on this one side because I'm gonna do the other side, the next stencil that we're working on. So I'm just gonna go ahead. Yes, we're not gonna use that side right now. But I'm just gonna go ahead and spray base color black. You might be able to see I got a bunch of trash coming off of this. This is alright because, like I said, I don't use these anymore. These are kind of just laying around. Kind of need to go through them, but I'll open this one up. There's a whole bunch of stuff in there, but it doesn't seem really important. So, got our base color of black. Got our first layer down. We're going to go ahead and let that dry. Then we're going to come back with the first set of stencils and go ahead with that. Okay, so I went ahead and got it. Got the base color of black down. Got it as uniform as I can. There's a whole bunch of scratches and dings and dents and scrapes in here, so it's not perfectly, you can see where it got some inconsistencies in it, but it'll be all right. So we're gonna go ahead and clean this off. Got a little bit of overspray on it. I'll put the other stencil to the side, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off with the, looking at the stencil, black background and a darker gray kind of acting as shadows for the for that next layer that's going to be going on. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my handy dandy paint stopper, so I don't get a bunch of overspray on there. And this is a darker gray, so it's not gonna stick out like a sore thumb, but it's going to give the illusion of shadows. You see I'm having a little trouble with this can. One splatter everywhere, but you'll be able to kind of look at it and see any spots that you missed with it. Go ahead and peel it up, and we'll go ahead and let that dry. But like I said, it's going to be kind of our shadows for the next layer. So I'm going to go ahead and finish off on the other sides, kind of tie everything together, and we'll come back and start on the next set of stencils. Alright, so we got our first set of stencils down. Like I said, this is going to act as our kind of shadows that go with everything. Now, what you could do, which I'd recommend it if you have something that's a little bit straighter, like not a lot of curves in it, not a whole lot of cracks and crevices, something that's a lot more straight. What you could do, take your stencil, put it exactly, line it up perfectly how you had it, slightly offset it. That way when you spray it, it's a perfect, it gives it that illusion of the perfect shadow of exactly the tan and brown and green of what you're going to be spraying on here. Like I said, I'd recommend that if you got something that's a lot more straight, not a whole lot of nooks and crannies. What I'm going to do personally is just I'm going to completely do the opposite of it. So instead of this little part being right here, this little part here, it's going to be completely opposite. So I'm just going to take it. I got secret sauce right here. This is more of a, this is kind of a sandy color, if you will. See that? How that's kind of a bright yellow straw type color. So what I'm gonna do, being this is a really dark background, I'm gonna make sure to grab my whatever I'll be using as a straight edge to keep that paint out, because that overspray will show on that black and any other dark background that you have. Now this doesn't have to be absolutely perfect at this point, because you'll be adding more colors into it. So you don't have to get perfect coverage. Now I'm going to take some Iron Lac Earth, which is just some dark brown, spray random lines in it. And I'm getting a lot of splatter on here. I'm not liking that. I made that worse. So if your spray paint can cooperates, shouldn't be too bad. But if your spray paint can's acting like mine, be a dick. But add a little bit of green in there too, kind of spots that it might have splattered real good. Throw a little bit of green in there. And that one's starting to splatter on me too. Oh shit. But that is what you're now looking at. So you can see it kind of gives the illusion of some dead grass along with the grass is a little bit alive. So that gives that, you know, a little bit more realistic, especially if you're a duck hunter and you're using this to paint your boat. You have that, especially early season where the grass is starting to die off. They might have some that are still green, or you can just do this to where it's the brown and the tan. But I like it with the green mixed in, kind of gives it a little bit more pop. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the rest of this, and we're gonna see what it looks like afterwards. Alright guys, sorry for the rain noises. Hope that doesn't mess up y'all being able to hear me. But here we are, finished up. And because I like y'all so much, I went ahead, and on this one I could have did it a little bit more, but I offsetted that stencil to show y'all what that kind of shadow effect would have did. Should have offset it a little bit more, but you should be able to get the general idea. But yeah, if you're looking at the picture on Redleg's website, this is essentially it right here. Alright guys, so I want to thank y'all in advance for watching this video. Hope y'all learned something. If you're on Facebook, go check out That's Cool Now Spray Paint It. If you do this paint job, just go ahead and show it off, or show off anything else you might have spray painted. Appreciate all the views. You know, I got one more that I'm gonna do in this series with the place and spray stencils, and then we're gonna move on to something else. Probably gonna finally do M81. So because I got a lot of people that when I show off my rifle or my buddy's pistol that I did, they want to know how to do it. So I'm gonna finally go ahead and break down and do that. But like I said, appreciate it guys. Until next time, thank y'all.